Okay, everybody. So let's talk about our offense against a zone. So let me just write this here. It's our read and react. This is the 5 out versus zone. So Friday or Saturday, yesterday, when we got together, I only had 5 people show up, but 3 of them were starters on varsity. And I went over a couple of things that we can do, some wrinkles to use our offense against a zone, because they played a good amount of zone. All right, definitely some man to man, but a good amount of zone. So we put some wrinkles in a 5 out versus zone. Okay, so I'm gonna put our players in here. Let's do a 5 out, so it'd be like 1, 2, say 3, 4, 5. And again, those aren't necessarily positions. I mean, we do want our point guard up top, but everybody else can just be anywhere. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to be 5 out. And these little brown triangles was similar to their 2-3. They had it extended out past the 3-point line, and then the two wings were kind of out a little bit further than the man in the middle. Okay, so that's our 5 out with the 2-3 zone there. Okay, let me show you a wrinkle here that we need to work on against this zone and possibly against other zones in the future. But this is what I taught the guys that showed up on Saturday. So I'm going to use this red marker here to show some spots here, okay? So let me make it a little bit bigger here. So there's one on each high post, one on each mid post, okay? And one on each short corner. Not all the way in the corner, short corner. Okay? High post, mid post, short corners. Okay? So, what do we normally do in our 5 out read and react offense? If you pass, what do you normally do? If one passes it over to 4, he normally basket cuts. And then we rotate. And then he comes out here and these guys rotate up, right? This is a little bit of a different wrinkle against a zone. So here's the difference. If one passes to 4, let's just say. Now, again, that actually brings up something good here. There's 2 guys here. They kind of were trying to trap one. So if you remember me saying against a zone, we need to attack the gaps. Well, this is a gap right here, guys. There's 2 players and there's a gap there. So one needs to kind of attack this gap. If they close in on him, then he throws it over to 4. So let's say that happened. Let's say one went in here. They kind of collapsed in, and he was able to get the ball to 4. Now 4 might have to, cut to get open because there's a guy right here, right? So he cuts to get open. One attacks the gap, throws it out to 4. One would then normally basket cut. This is where it's a little bit different, guys. So instead of basket cutting, you still cut in the center, and you hook into one of the pink spots. Okay? So there's either high post, either mid post, or either short corner. Those are your 6 options. You can do any of them. Okay? So it's your choice. And what I want you to do is go to the open area. Okay? So if whichever one is the most open, that's where I want you to cut and go to. Once you get to it, you hook, which means you turn and face the ball. So you hook and then and look for the ball. So let's say he attacks the gap, throws it to 4, and let's say he comes to this one. He's going to hook there, look for the ball from 4. He's going to stay there, look for the ball. Now, here's the difference. Normally in a basket cut, you would basket cut and then you'd leave that area. He's going to stay there. So he threw it here. These guys are going to rotate up like our normal offense, but he's going to stay there. And he does not leave there until the next basket cutter happens. So let's say 4 throws the ball to 5, and then he's going to basket cut, but he's going to do the same thing. He's going to, not necessarily a basket cut, he's going to cut to one of these open pink spots. Well, that one's not open, so he could go to this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one, any of them. I don't recommend the one right next to the other player because it's going to be congested in there. So let's say 4 cuts in here and comes over to this one. Okay? Once 4 gets to this one, now 1 who had just cut and stayed on this one can leave and go to a different spot. Now, he can do a bunch of things. He can go back out to the perimeter because now we've got some perimeter spots open. Or he could stay there. Or he could even go to a different pink spot. Okay? So you have to read the defense and you want to find the soft spots in the zone. What do I mean by soft spots? That's the open areas against the zone. You'll see them plain as day. Look at defender here, defender here, defender here, here, and here. A lot of these pink spots are in open spots. They're soft spots of the zone. So once you go to one, you stay until the next guy comes in, then you can leave or even just change pink spots. But then come back out. The guys on the perimeter have to keep rotating, though, like our normal 5-out offense.